Section 18 of Birds, Volume 2, Number 4, October, 1897. Read for LibriVox.org by Valentina Vicelli. The Kingbird. It is somewhat strange that there should be little unity of opinion concerning a bird as well known as is this charming fellow, who has at least one quality which we all admire, courage. We will quote a few of the opinions of well-known observers as to whether his other characteristics are admirable, and let the reader form his own conclusion. John Burroughs says of him, "The exquisite of the family and the braggart of the orchard is the kingbird, a bully that loves to strip the feathers off its more timid neighbors like the bluebird, that feeds on the stingless bees of the hive, the drones, and earns the reputation of great boldness by teasing large hawks, while it gives a wide berth to the little ones. Decidedly, this classifies him with the English sparrow, but we will hear Dr. Brewer. The name Kingbird is given it on the supposition that it is superior to all other birds in the reckless courage with which it will maintain an unequal warfare. My own observations led me to the conclusion that writers have somewhat exaggerated the quarrelsome disposition of this bird. I have never, or very rarely, known it to molest or attack any other birds than those which its own instinct prompts it to drive away in self-defense, such as hawks, owls, eagles, crows, jays, cuckoos, and grackles. That Dr. Coues is a friend of the kingbird, his language amply proves. The kingbird is not quarrelsome, simply very lively. He is the very picture of dash and daring in defending his home, and when he is teaching his youngsters how to fly. He is one of the best of neighbors, and a brave soldier, an officer of the Guild of Sky Sweepers, also a ground gleaner and a tree trapper killing robber flies, ants, beetles, and rosebugs. A good friend to horses and cattle, because he kills the terrible gadflies, eats a little fruit, but chiefly wild varieties, and only now and then a bee. If you now have any difficulty in making up your verdict, we will present the testimony of one other witness, who is, we think, an original observer, as well as a delightful writer, Bradford Torrey. He was in the country. Almost, I could have believed myself in Eden, he says. But alas, even the birds themselves were long since shut out of that garden of innocence, and as I started back toward the village, a crow went hurrying past me, with a kingbird in hot pursuit. The latter was more fortunate than usual, or more plucky, actually alighting on the crow's back, and riding for some distance. I could not distinguish his motions, he was too far away for that, but I wished him joy of his victory, and grace to improve it to the full, for it is scandalous that a bird of the crow's cloth should be a thief, and so, although I reckon him among my friends, in truth, because I do so, I am always able to take it patiently when I see him chastised for his fault. The kingbird is a common bird in the eastern United States, but is rare west of the Rocky Mountains. It is perhaps better known by the name of bee-bird or bee-martin. The nest is placed in an orchard or garden, or by the roadside, on a horizontal bough, or in the fork at a moderate height, sometimes in the top of the tallest trees along streams. It is bulky, ragged, and loose, but well capped and brimmed, consisting of twigs, grasses, rootlets, bits of vegetable down, and wool firmly matted together, and lined with feathers, hair, etc. End of section 18. This recording is in the public domain.